For Marina Davtyan, growing up in war-torn Armenia presented challenges that few kids in the U.S. could ever comprehend.
Growing up in Armenia, it's very different than growing up, I guess, in America. And it's terrifying because you hear every day somebody dies in the border, and it's awful. Growing up through everything, you're not understanding what's going on whatsoever. You're a kid with like ability of playing tennis and then doing gymnastics now and then and all that stuff.
Marina saw tennis as an escape from the hardship. And as she would begin to excel in the sport, it became obvious that to reach her potential, she would have to leave home.
Playing in those times, of course, financially for my parents was very difficult. My dad was like, I can't support you financially anymore. And the only way for you to achieve the goal that we set together is you going to college, which is in America. So I studied in like 3 months, but it was a very up and down situation, me studying for language that I basically don't know and trying to pass one of the hardest exams. But I'm very thankful that I got this opportunity to come here.
For Marina, being recruited to play in the United States was a dream come true. Her initial college experience, however, was far different.
I go to college with this huge expectations, with this dream coming true situation, and it's not the way that I expected. It's getting harder every week, and English is not getting any better. It feels like I'm getting worse with my language. Everything is very new for me. When I got to that point that I don't know why I can't handle this anymore, mentally I'm struggling. This is what I'm feeling. I cannot do this anymore. I feel like this is not my place. This is not where I'm supposed to be, and I don't feel right. I've always been a Christian, but my relationship wasn't, I'm gonna pray to God, I'm gonna read the word, I'm gonna have a relationship with him. For me, I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna go home. That's my relationship with God. And I was identifying myself as a tennis player, not just a human being, not child of God, not all those things. I was a tennis player, and that's it.
Desperate for a change in her situation and looking for something more than just another tennis team, Marina would enter her name in the transfer portal. It was then that she would have a unique phone call with Liberty's Gian Lemmy.
Right from the get-go on our recruiting journey with Marina, she made it known that she wanted to be a part of something bigger than herself. And that fit right in with what Coach Marin and I had built, was a family environment where we're trying to be disciples of Jesus and making sure that every one of our athletes knows that they are known by God as well as they're cared for, by us as the leaders of the program.
The biggest difference when he talked to me, it was about the team. He told me that the girls live with each other. They actually love each other. And in my head, I was like, what am I looking for if it's not this?
Marina would commit to Liberty and believed she had found her true home. That belief would be confirmed when she faced adversity in her first season on the mountain.
Everything is great. Nothing changed even 1%. Everybody are real. They love one another, supporting each other. And then Charlotte match. After a few games, I reached to get the ball and I just fall down from, I don't even know what it is, but it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I always tell this is the worst and the best day in my life. Because when I was in a training room, they gathered together and I remember I'm laying and I've cried so much, I can't even open my eyes at that point. I open a little bit and I see the entire team circled around me, everybody touching my knee or holding my hand, and they're like, we're gonna pray right now. And I just started to bawl because I'm like, this is my family. And at that moment, I'm like, whatever happens, I'm gonna be good.
Marina would rehab from her injury and return better than ever. But more importantly, she also came back with a deeper faith in Jesus and a better understanding of her true identity.
I wouldn't have a relationship with him. My relationship was only in the church. And when I got here, got introduced to the word, started to read the word, started to build the relationship. That was the biggest change for me because I was identifying myself as of a tennis player. And what I'm understanding right now and what he wanted me to learn throughout this whole process is I'm not just a tennis player, I'm bigger than that. And after I came back after this injury, I started to play better. I started to have bigger faith. I got baptized by my teammate that introduced me to actual relationship with the Lord. This whole process, this whole past 6 years of my life, it was built to this moment for me to understand it's not all about tennis. There is a bigger picture and a person that is your only hope.